kicking in right about now. I will say, anytime you do something new, there's going to always be some type of technical difficulty, or there's going to be something going wrong, right? Moving forward, this may be pre-recorded, and that's perfectly fine. But for today, we're going live. We're going to have some fun with it. So with that being said, Outriders been on Xbox Game Pass. Bethesda games on PlayStation 5 Entitlement. Yeah, let's see what we got going today.
For 15 minutes of fame, I can settle for being ordinary, but nobody remembers the ordinary. It's the ones who live forever. Trendsetters, raise the bar, I break the bar. Cause not everybody can be trendsetters, raise the bar, I break the bar. It's the only way I gotta be.
Lord have mercy. You see, and I said this when I first started the video. Whenever you do anything new for the first time, okay, there's some type of audio difficulty. There's something goes wrong, right? But I'm going to fix that moving forward. But listen, the 15 minutes of fame start now. And actually, as a matter of fact, we're going to reset the timer because I completely screwed up. So boom, 15 minutes of fame starts now. Listen, Outriders on Xbox Game Pass is an absolute big deal. And I'm going to take it back. And we're going to start from the beginning for you guys to understand why, okay? When Xbox Game Pass first was announced, the biggest issue people said was, it wouldn't be adopted because Xbox has no games. No one could care less about the Xbox games being Xbox Game Pass because Halo, Gears, Forza, so on and etc. And then Xbox games started to get a little bit better. You started to get really good indie games. You know, you had Ori and the Blind Forest and some other games. And they're like, okay, Xbox Game Pass is cool, but it will never be that big type of service because it's missing third-party developers. That all changed today. There was rumors a few days back when we saw that the Xbox Game Pass Twitter handle was teasing out a new game with an anomaly and a signal, and everyone kind of said, okay, that sounds like Outriders, but how could that be? It's a third-party AAA game published by Square Enix. It's People Can Fly's game, and there's no way it's going to be that because Xbox Game Pass only gets smaller indie titles and their first-party games, even though, quote-unquote, Xbox has no games, right? And so it came out today, and all of a sudden, everyone says Outriders is trash. It's a boo-boo game. I played the demo. I didn't like it. I uninstalled it, so on and so forth. All of a sudden, no one likes this game. Yes, it has its issues. Yes, there's a stupid jump scene where instead of you just going over the bridge, it got a cussing you jumping over. Yeah, that's absolutely dumb. Absolutely dumb. And no people say I didn't like the game for this and the other reason. That's perfectly fine. But all of a sudden, no one wants to buy this game now. All of a sudden, it's on no one's radar. All of a sudden, between Xbox, PC, Steam, Stadia, no one wants to play Outright all of a sudden because now it's on Xbox Game Pass. This is big for Xbox Game Pass moving forward. Because if it is successful on Game Pass and lots of people are playing it and the player rate stays high, you want to see more third-party games too. And you can say if you want to, it's because they don't trust the game to sell on Xbox. That may be the case. We don't know. Yes, the Xbox player base is a little bit smaller. Yes, the past generation has proved that if you want to sell a game, it's going to sell best on PlayStation because of the install base. That's absolutely true. This is a new generation. Things can change. If this is successful and the player base stays high on the Xbox, because unfortunately this isn't on PC. When I wrote the article, as soon as Xbox News posted that this was happening, the first thing I said was it's not coming on PC, and no one's not paying attention. It's not on PC. This is on Xbox and Android, which further pushes the notion that, hey, Xbox gamers don't buy games, right? If it's successful, we can see more games. We can see Square Enix kind of feeding the pot a little bit more. Hey, what about Final Fantasy VII when it finally comes to Xbox? If it finally comes to Xbox, how about Final Fantasy VII goes into Game Pass? Maybe you can finally bring up Final Fantasy 14 because you feel like it's going to be worth it to play it, for Xbox gamers to play the game. And more developers are saying, hey, this game may or may not sell well. If that is what's really happening, hey, let's put it in Game Pass going forward. It's an absolute dub. And the people who are upset, the people who are unnecessarily hating on Xbox Game Pass, this is your day of reckoning, baby. This is it. This is the day we've been waiting for. It's just like when Xbox was pushing crossplay, and everyone said, oh, crossplay will never be a thing until people like Activision and Bungie put it on crossplay, and boom, there goes crossplay, right? Why am I getting a phone call? Forget that phone call. You guys can see that. And then Activision, and now do crossplay. Now crossplay is a big deal. This is going to be the same thing for Xbox Game Pass with third-party developers. Will it be a big adoption? Heck no. Why? Because publishers, developers, they still want that $70. They still going to say, hey, buy the game. But there are some titles they can either say, okay, this maybe we didn't get the best reception from the beginning, or hey, we think this will do better on the Xbox platform if it is in Game Pass, that we get our money up front, not worrying about the fees afterwards. Either way, it's an absolute big deal. It's an absolute big deal. Anybody trying to downplay this, you just a hater at this point. That's really not much to be said. You an absolute hater. If you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, what did you lose today? It's a day one. It's a day one game, and you can't help. Even if you do not have interest in the game, you cannot help but to play the game. You cannot help but to try the game out. There's nothing stopping you. A lot of people like myself are up to another year or two with Xbox Game Pass. What's stopping me from playing Outriders? Even if you had no interest in it, don't play yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. It seems like, and if I'm going to my next section as I'm down to 10 minutes, it seems like people have an entitlement to, oh, you can't enjoy this, or this is bad, or that's not good. At the end of the day, there's been a lot of crying on social media, on YouTube. There's been a lot of people downplaying the game, downplaying the acquisition, which is absolutely unnecessary. Let people be happy. Let them enjoy things. This is a big deal. This is a win. If you're really upset about games being $70, this is your out. Granted, there's still some games that you're going to buy. And trust me, if I could pull out, there's plenty of games of Game Pass that I also bought. It doesn't stop you from buying games. And on top of that, if you truly want the game, right? Because the game don't stay there forever because it's not a Microsoft first-party game. You get 20% off. You get 20% off the game. So for anyone that's deciding that this Outriders being on Xbox Game Pass isn't a big deal, the Outriders on Xbox Game Pass is an L, it's a failure, you're playing yourself. And you look stupid. You also look entitled, like the people who believe that Xbox, which bought Bethesda, all of their games should be on PlayStation 5. DualShockers put out probably the worst video I've ever seen. I'm sorry. And shout out to the gaming community who came in and gave them the thumbs down, because they are in the 5 stages of grief, and stage 1 is denial. And people are still in denial that Microsoft bought Bethesda. There's an entitlement saying, hey, they're still coming. I don't care if they bought them. They're still coming. How can they pass up us 140 million PlayStation gamers? We are the best gamers. We buy their games. How can you abandon us? At the same time, you say, Bethesda games are trash. They're trash. They're bad games. Who cares about Bethesda? I'm glad they're on Microsoft. I don't want them anyway, but hey, can I just start it on PlayStation 5? Like, you can't trash a company and trash the Xbox and it has no games, saying Bethesda trash, Bethesda, and then at the same time you say, hey, can I get this game on PlayStation 5? The entitlement. Listen, if you really cared about the game or the franchises, buy the platform that they're on. Remember, everyone said, if you want to play Spider-Man, buy a PlayStation, baby. Remember? If you want to play Spider-Man, you want to play God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, which is my run-up to game of the year next to Hellblade, Aloy. You want to play these games? Persona? Uncharted? Get you a PlayStation. Exclusive. That's what matters. That's what pushes these companies. That's what pushes hardware. It's exclusives. Exclusives matter, remember? Playing the game, getting your own opinion on the game before you call it trash. Remember, that's what it was about. Not all of a sudden, it's, oh no. Everything needs to be on PlayStation. I don't care who bought the studio. Now that PlayStation bought Insomniac, can Sunset Overdrive come over to Xbox? Because, hey, everybody's play everything. The original game was on Xbox. Because that's the logic being used. Hey, Doom is on PlayStation. Wolfenstein is on PlayStation. That means all the games going forward need to also be on PlayStation. Well, how about that same logic going the other way? Let's get Sunset Overdrive 2 and some other games on the Xbox. But that's just not how it works. And granted, I was the first one on the train when Spider-Man became exclusive to PlayStation. I said, yo, this is some crap. Spider-Man has always been multi-plat. It needs to stay multi-plat. I was on that train, be the first one to tell you. But everyone told me, oh, fam, you're an idiot. You're stupid. You're dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. Exclusives are the most important thing. Over nothing that's matter. I don't care if the game is trash. As long as it is exclusive and I can only buy it on this said platform, it is the best game ever. There's nothing you can tell me. And I was told over and over, it is what it is. Do not worry about it. If you want to play the game, go buy a PlayStation. Now I'm here to tell you, if you want to play said game, go buy the platform that is on. Whether it's Returnal, the next Doom, Starfield, go buy the platform that the game is on. And Xbox even doing you one even better, baby. They say, hey, you don't want to buy no Xbox? You ain't got to buy no Xbox or trash box as you call it. Go build you a PC, baby. We got you. We got you. Or you got the new Samsung S21 bet. You can stream the game as long as your internet fire. You want to hop on Wi-Fi? That's cool too, baby. Well, we got you. It's a platform that the game is on. But that logic only seems to apply to everyone but Xbox. And that's why I'm really trying to understand why the entitlement when it comes to PlayStation is here. I love PlayStation. My PS5 is here. I got PlayStation controllers. I got a bunch of games on the other side somewhere. I'm big body, so you can't see it. I got PlayStations all over the place, right? I'm trying to get my hands on the PS5. I don't want anybody telling me, oh, you're just an Xbox fanboy. You just want to come over here and bash the PS4, PS5. I love the platforms. I don't bash platforms. Maybe the old me when I was having fun, but I don't bash no platforms, right? I'm all about the games. I don't care if it's PlayStation, Xbox, or the Ouya. I don't care. I want to play the game. It's just the people who are dead set on this is my console, nothing else matters. This is my console, your console is trash. Oh, and by the way, your console is trash. Every developer on your console is trash. But the games over there, I'm going to say on Twitter and on YouTube, those games are mediocre and they're poop, they're trash or nothing. But I really want you to put them on my platform. And I might not even play them. I just want to say, hi, I have the opportunity to play your game, which I don't understand the possession of these games. Yours and mine, his and hers. These are for everybody. The game may be exclusive to a platform, but it's not exclusive to you. It's not exclusive, baby. I can play that game. And I've been saying this for a while. People saying, oh, we have this. Oh, I'm we too. What you mean? Xbox right here? We? You mean me too? What you mean we? As in you own it. As if no one else can play it but you. I like the game too. The entitlement of you people. I don't get it. We got 4 minutes left. I'm going to hop in the chat really fast. Little Toxic, don't play yourself. Pay yourself. And get Game Pass. Let's go. Mr. Kingman, what's up, family? Juan Castillo, DallazMan. I appreciate you guys rocking through. Listen, we are down to the last 3 minutes of the 15 minutes. Look, and this is going to be a whole lot different when we aren't going live. I'll be better prepared. But today, with the news coming out of Outriders, like I have it on instead of Outriders been on Xbox Game Pass. And then that stupid YouTube video from DualShockers. And what the hell is going on with DualShockers? They're constantly losing people, and I see why. They're super toxic. That was one of the worst YouTube videos of the last 14 months. Absolutely terrible. Get over it. Microsoft bought Bethesda. There's nothing you can do about it. Yes, games like Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo will be on PlayStation. Fallout 76 and games like Elder Scrolls will still be supported. That's a multiplayer MMO style game. It might also still be on PlayStation. But if you truly love Bethesda, like everyone claims to love Bethesda, one of the most beloved developers ever, publishers ever. Everyone loves developers. Everyone loves the developer. Everyone loves the publisher until they get bought by Microsoft. All of a sudden, they're sellouts. They're this and they're that. If you truly want to support the developers, let go of your entitlement and there's the strongholds you have on these consoles that don't necessarily make you any better of a person. You are actually pretty damn weird. And some people are going to say, oh, but what about football and basketball? Everyone uses that possession, all that stuff. That's different. It doesn't make you a weirdo, babe. It doesn't. I'm sorry. When it comes to gaming, maybe because I have a passion for gaming than anywhere else. When you say us and our, it's weird. It's big, weird, and unnecessary. Listen, at the end of the day, if you want to play said game, if you want to play on a platform, play it. Who am I to tell anyone what to do? It's not what I'm here for. I'm not going to ever tell you guys what to do. I will talk to you about being stupid. When I see people making stupid decisions on Twitter, Facebook, talking out of their arse, I will speak up. And I'm gonna have a conversation with you. I will give you your 15 minutes of fame. To individuals, companies, women, children, pets, anyone who wants it can absolutely have that 15 minutes, because that's what I'm here for, babe. I'm gonna give you your shine. If you want to do stupid stuff, if you want to make us as a gaming community look bad, I'm gonna give you 15 minutes of shine, and I'm gonna move on. So to the people who decided that Xbox Game Pass is trash, for the people who decided that, hey, just because I have a PlayStation, a PS4, or PS5, the Bethesda games have to come to me, while I continue to bash Microsoft for every single move that they make, while I continue to swear it down that I will not buy an Xbox. Nothing you can make me do, say, will make me buy an Xbox. That's perfectly fine. To you, I say, that's big, weird energy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, with 40 seconds left, I want to tell you guys are freaking awesome. Get your gaming news from lv1gaming.com. Do us a favor. We got shows every week. Every day except for Sunday, there's a show on here from someone different. If you guys would, do me a favor, hit the like button. Subscribe, hit the notification. Listen, daily content. We're here to entertain. We're not going to ask for money. We're not going to ask nothing like that. All we're going to ask you guys to give us a chance, let us entertain you. If you disagree, that's cool. I actually like that shit. Disagree with me, baby. I like it. I ain't gonna call you no bad word for it, but I'm gonna have some fun with it. Listen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is 15 minutes of fame, man. Y'all have a good one.
For 15 minutes of fame, I can settle for being ordinary, but nobody remembers the ordinary. It's the ones who live forever. Trendsetters, trendsetters.
Break the bar.
Cause not everybody can be trendsetters, trendsetters.
Break the bar.
It's the only way I gotta be.